Hi guys, so today is day 3 of Vlogmas. I'm sitting outside right now. It's actually the end of the day, but I'm using this as my intro. So it's Monday, December 4th, I think, something like that. Anyways, so happy Vlogmas and enjoy our daily musings. Alright, so I'm having some sock issues. I finished this sock yesterday. This is Miss Bab's yarn. Isn't it pretty? I forget the name of it, but it has sparkles in it. My local yarn store, A Good Yarn in Sarasota, she actually carries Miss Bab's. So I got some for a birthday present for myself, and I decided to make a sock. But it is, I don't know what happened. Her yarn, I think, and let me know if you know, but it is, I want to say thicker, but that's probably the wrong way of saying it. It's probably a 4-ply. It's just, even though it's fingering, it still feels, I don't know, tighter, stronger. So it's probably more of a ply of a yarn. It's not as stretchy. Maybe I have to look at the fiber content in there, because sometimes I just pick the colors and think, okay, I'm going to make a sock without even looking at the fiber content. Oh, I know. But anyways, so of course there's probably some stellina in there. Okay, so this sock is too tight, and I tried to make it work. I tried to make it fit. It was like the glass slipper, trying to make it fit so I could marry the prince, and it just doesn't. So I'm in a conundrum. I don't want to rip it out. I don't feel like ripping it out. I don't feel like doing that. So I have some extra yarn here for my other sock. So I'm thinking about, and I live in Florida, so it's not like I wear socks all the time, and it's such a beautiful color of yarn. So I'm thinking about making some sort of like neckless kind of thing. I wish I had the tag. Nope, the tag's not in there. I'll look for the tag so I can find what the fiber is and the twist is. But I'm thinking about making a necklace of some sorts, or something that I could wear around my neck, no matter what type of weather it is, and no matter if it's hot or cold. And so we'll see if I can do that. So there's that. I mean, I have a significant amount left too. This is pretty. I love her yarn. Her yarn was so fun to knit. I mean, it just slid off the needle. Okay, so there's that. So I have to figure that out. Maybe I can design something. I'm not a really good designer as far as knitwear. I don't think I'm there yet, but maybe I can design something. Okay, so this is Knitterly Things, which she has self-stripy yarn. I think the yarn hoarder was talking about her. So this is really pretty. I think I ordered it quickly because I ordered different colors, stripes. So when I got this yarn, it's gorgeous and beautiful and fun to knit with, and it's neat to watch the stripes, but these are not my colors. So I kind of got bored because the colors aren't really my colors. So I could finish this. In fact, I'm like a stickler. Like, I really like to finish it and then finish the other one before I move on. It's kind of like a treat. But that didn't quite happen, did it? Anyway, so I do want to finish these, even though I'm not loving the color choices that I made. And then, so this is Lolo Did It. It's Hippo for Thanksgiving. This is an old yarn that I got from my local yarn store. It's this gorgeous bright yellow, and I thought they looked great together. So I started knitting this here. Oops, sorry, hold on a second. Okay, so I started knitting this, and as I was knitting it, I love the material or the fabric that it's making. I think it's really cool, but at the same time, I think it's all wool. I don't have the tag for this either. I don't think there's any nylon in it. So I'm kind of concerned because I was going to do the cuff, and then I was going to knit the sock into this body, but I'm kind of concerned. I don't think it's going to work. So the color looks good, but the fiber choice I don't think is good. So it's fingering. It's just, let's see, there it goes. It's fingering. It's just, I think it's just wool. I don't think there's any nylon in it at all. Okay, so I'm going to scrap the yellow. I could order another mini of the yellow from Lolo. Oops. Ding, ding. From Lolo Did It, I did order like an orange color to match with this, but for some reason I'm not loving the orange. So even this green color would be really pretty, which is kind of what this yellow. I don't know, I really like the yellow with it. So I might just start knitting on this for my sock and then figure out the colors for the heels and the toes, and maybe I can have fun with it. Maybe the heels and the toes can all be different colors. I don't know. It's really pretty yarn. So that's that. That's my sock conundrum. All right, so today is Monday. I am back to work. So I'm an art teacher, and currently right now I am getting some lessons and some samples ready today. The 5th graders are working on this project right here. It's kind of like what are those called? The lights up in Iceland with the green trees and the white snow. So it's kind of a collage. They start off with watercolor, and then they cut out some triangles, and then they put some tissue paper down on the triangles. So it's a really pretty, fun project. They like it. It's a nice wintry project. And then I'll connect that with some sort of artist. And then 2nd grade is, okay, so I kind of worked on this. They're gonna do watercolor. I did a bunch of things. I was trying to do primary colors and letting them kind of combine the primary colors to paint, but I didn't like what I came up with. And I know a lot of them are gonna come up with brown. So what I did is I did blue and red, and I'm gonna try to get them to make purple. So they'll have blue and purple. And then I cut out a snowflake, which I think I threw it away. And then I tried to like dab paint on it so that you can see the snowflake here, but I'm not really liking what happened here. And I know as 2nd graders, I mean, it's gonna get messy, the paper's gonna peel up, and they'll probably get frustrated and just look like a white blob. So I'm just going to have them cut out a snowflake and glue it on. I think that would be much easier. Cleanup wise too. So, and then they put some salt on there to kind of just add some kind of snow look to the picture. So there's that. And then for, let's see, so for 3rd grade, they are going to be making these collage. I get a lot of my stuff from Pinterest, and then I just kind of either do exactly what they're doing or just kind of change it up a bit. But they're going to be doing, I don't know, I'm sorry, I need more coffee. But they're going to be taking like the little pieces of paper and gluing them down into a snowman. And then 4th grade, is that what 4th grade's doing? I think 4th grade is doing, you guys are gonna have to forgive me. I can't remember if I should hold my camera this way or this way. So hopefully by day 25 I can remember. But they are going to be doing the Iceland lights. Forgive me, I forget. I'll look it up in a second. I need more coffee. And they're going to be kind of doing like a winter scene with snow as well. And then 1st grade is going to do a winter scene with trees. They're going to do a beautiful, this is black and white, so you're not seeing the color yet. I'll show you the samples later. But the 1st graders, they're doing like these like beautiful colors in the background, and then they're going to do these fine line white trees with the snow coming down. And then kindergarten, they're going to do melted snowman. So I'm kind of like the person who likes to have them cut everything out. So I'm not sure how I'm going to do this because kindergarten has a hard time cutting, and this is showing felt. So I might just use paper. I haven't really got there yet, and have them cut everything out with paper. So we shall see. But I think those are really cute. I think they'll like those. And so that is what I'm going to be working on today. I'm trying to think, and I always have to clean the room. The students today are going to be working, they are actually going to be designing a shoe. So that's a pretty simple project. They're just coming up with a shoe, designing a shoe, then designing a crazy sock with it, and then they're coloring it in with various patterns and designs using markers. So that's, it's a kind of an easy project for me as far as cleanup and help. They don't need as much help. So when they don't need as much help, then I can dedicate some time to other things that I need to get done during the day. So sometimes that happens, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes my projects suck up every second, and then I need to work a lot after school and before school. So it just depends. So here we have it. That's what we're going to be working on this week. So I'm going to get those together, and sometimes I have time to knit during lunch. So we shall see. I might start knitting on my socks. I want to cast on the Lolo Did It Hippo for Thanksgiving socks, so we'll see if we can do that. So happy Monday. Here we go. I got to set up for my 5th graders doing this project here. this is a lot of setup, a lot of watercolors, and then I have to set up the paper, and then I have to set up the tissue paper, and then I have to set up the paint. So it's kind of a lot of setup, but they love it, and they did a good job on it on Friday. All right, so have a great Monday, everybody. Alright, so I'm on my lunch break, excuse me, and today has been a little hectic. It's a Monday, so I'm still kind of just getting my brain accustomed to working. So anyways, so I got this pattern, I think, on sale, like after Thanksgiving. It's called Knit Reindeer Pattern, and it's a pattern by Amy Gaines. And it's like this cute little reindeer. So I'm going to try to make this. I'm going to try to make this within a week. I'm trying to up my Christmas ornaments, Christmas decorations around the house, because I feel like we don't have any. And I'd rather have homemade ones rather than go out and buy them. So, and I'm so lousy at getting them completed. So every year, this is my goal. This is the first year I'm actually on it. So it's a really cute pattern. I actually kind of started it. I pulled out some old yarn that I have to make it, and I cannot wait. He's so cute. I think I need to make two. All right. See you later. All right. I just got back from my run. I just fed my son, and now I'm about to open up some mail that I got. Okay, so this is a Christmas cactus. I don't know if they're just in Florida or if they're everywhere, but I think they're so pretty. My sister-in-law got me one year, and every time I think of it, or every time I see a Christmas cactus, I think of her because it made me smile. And so I'm hoping I need to plant it. There's even more buds on the side too. So it's super pretty. So I got in the mail today. I got yarn. I have 2 skeins of yarn, because here's the deal. I am making a stripy blanket. I forget what it's called, stripy crochet blanket or whatever. Anyways, it's just 4-ply VFL, and what I'm going to do is this is probably going to be a little bit time consuming, because I'm going to put these into mini skeins, and then I'm going to dye them myself, because my stripy blanket, as much as I love it, it's probably so expensive, the amount of money I spent putting money into mini skeins. So I need probably, I'm guessing, like maybe 20 to 25 mini skeins. So these 2 right here just cost $25, and I think I can probably get 20 mini skeins for $20 versus spending $200 on mini skeins. So I think it's going to be time consuming, but it'll be kind of fun too, because I'll be dyeing it myself. And so I just have to figure out how to do it. Like I dye yarn, but I have to figure out, I've never done mini skeins before, so I have to figure out how to, I think I'm going to wrap them first, and it's going to be kind of a pain because each one's different, so I have to dye them separately and differently. And then I was at the library today, and I got this really cool book. It's called Scent Coast Empire. So it's about Bertha Palmer and her family in the Rise of Sarasota. She has this property that she owned. Oh my gosh, I can't think of anything anymore. And I'll remember it. But anyways, it's a park that you can go and pay and get into, and it's really amazing. It's a historical park. Anyways, my son loves to go there, and so do I actually. And she owned it. She's from Chicago. I used to live in Chicago for like 9 months. It's too cold. So anyways, I thought this would be a fun book to read. Alright, and that's pretty much my night. I'm going to probably make some dinner, drink some more tea, and knit. Just take it easy, because guess what? It starts again tomorrow.